Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to another episode of rbPlays Enigmatica 6. That's right, folks, we're back in our modded world doing all the cool modded things. My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, make sure that you hit the old subscribe button and get notified every time we put new content up on the channel. So here we are in our modded world doing all the cool modded things, as I always say in my intro. Last episode, we did some stuff down here in the depths of despair and dismemberment. We got the process started on plastic, right? I forgot to show you something in between that we had done in between episodes, but down here is our plastic area. And so you may recall that I said I thought this might have been broken. It is not broken. We are actually using logs. I actually heard it break and place one. I don't know how many we have left. I'm gonna have to get back there and find out for sure. But we are producing plastic, not at an exceptional rate, but at a steady rate. Fortunately, we don't need a lot of plastic right now because we're actually getting ready to do something else. In previous episodes and live streams, you may recall that we had worked on concrete production. So we got that big thing out there that's producing gravel and sand and all that good stuff that we were just outside kind of by, and that's working splendidly. We've got plenty of concrete to. Not concrete, but plenty of gravel and sand to make concrete. We have several pieces of concrete in here, as a matter of fact. 648 pieces of black concrete, 264 pieces of gray, 256 pieces of purple. All of that concrete has a purpose. I forgot to show you that we had changed some things with how we make the concrete, though. And this has actually gone through several iterations, right? Let me show you exactly what we've done. So in an effort to more incorporate the create mod, we put in a couple of these brass funnels, right? So there's brass funnel there, there's brass funnel there. And then back in behind here, you can see how all of the stuff is tied together. We've got a set of cog wheels in here. We've got some gearboxes. We've got our refined storage system, which is where we have our patterns for the four types of concrete that we're making currently. And then over here, we have, over here we have, right there is our storage drawer controller, which is where we've got our external storage tied in. And then right here, we've got a barrel that the brass funnel picks up after all the concrete is made. What we had to change, we had to change a couple of things. Yep. Okay, we made it. What I had to change was we put the water underneath with the fan blowing up towards the conveyor belt. So basically now what happens, and we can probably go ahead and go downstairs and make some, right? If we come down here and we do create concrete, right? Let's just make some more red, right? We only have 8 pieces of red, so let's make some more red. We'll just make 54. Well, do 64 minus 10 is 54. Start, go. And then we go upstairs. Basically what happens is the refined storage system puts things in this barrel. This funnel brings the things out. When the concrete powder gets on top of this conveyor, there's a filter here to not let concrete powder in. Once it turns into concrete, though, then it gets sucked up into the hopper or into the brass funnel, and it goes over here. So as you can see, we had 8 before. We have 12 now. So and it works splendidly. I had it set up so that it was going straight into the drawer controller, but for some reason, when it was going into the drawer controller, the refined storage system wasn't counting it as a complete craft. So I had to figure out a way to do that. That's why we now have a barrel down there with an import bus, with an importer on it, and then we take it to the external storage and put all the things in here. I've got enough storage here that we're going to have all of the different colors of concrete, but these are the colors that I'm focused on kind of to start, because we're going to start working on our wizard tower. It is time. The time has come to make our wizard tower, and the wizard tower is going to go right over here where eons ago we placed our blaze spawner. Blaze spawner is currently off. I put a comparator on the apotheosis spawner so that we actually can control it with redstone. So we'll need to get in there and we'll need to get that controlled with redstone. We'll probably do that before we finish this episode. But it's time, folks. It is time to start building the wizard tower. I'm trying to figure out how tall I want it to be, but it's going to be a gigantic tower. Probably black in color with gray, red, and purple highlights. That's why we have those 4 colors down there on AutoCraft already. But it'd be a giant square tower. Down here on the corners, you'll have these little flares that come out and kind of round off at the bottom. Should be really, really cool if I can get the shape right. So we're going to probably do all that in a live stream, but when I come back to you, it'll all be in the form of a time lapse. So I think the time has come to start building the tower. Here we go. Okay, so time lapse done, and we had really good progress in the time lapse. So this is what it looks like, and as you can tell, it looks a little bit different than it did in the time lapse. I am also making it a little bit taller, based on what we came up with here for the design for the corners. I decided that we needed to make this a little bit taller. There will be like an Eye of Ender on the top of this, so that we have kind of the all-seeing eye that we're looking for. And I also put the nether portal here, kind of like what we had the nether portal over here, but I don't obviously want the nether portal to be outside, but I decided to make the nether portal part of the overall overall tower. And we think that these colors kind of go well with this. What we need to do next is, I think, obviously build the tower taller. I need to go up another 30 blocks probably from where we left off in the time lapse. I've already started that. I'm about halfway, maybe about a third of the way to where I need to be. But we need to start getting an idea for a floor on the inside. And what I think I want to do on the inside for the floor is I think I actually want to use living rock, right? So living rock from Botania is a pretty easy resource to get. But you got to get into Botania to do it. So to get into Botania, we actually need to get a couple of things. We need to get a pure white daisy, which means that we're going to need to come over here and get some white flowers, right? Some white petals. So give me a couple of those. And then we also need to make a petal apothecary. So petal apothecary, that would be this thing. Oh, you can make them in different colors. Nifty noodle. Ooh, what's this one? That is metamorphic mountain cobblestone. How do I get metamorphic mountain cobblestone? Oh, I don't know how to get that, but that would look really cool. A desert petal apothecary? Metamorphic desert cobblestone? I think we'll stick with the regular petal apothecary for now, but that is definitely something that I would like to pursue. And then any flower for the petal apothecary will do. I think it's any flower, right? Or is it any? It's any petal. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, let's go inside here. We got the stuff that we need. I broke my door. I put it on the other way. It seems to work better now. It's fine. Let's go down here. We'll make a petal apothecary. So petal apothecary. To make the petal apothecary, we need some cobblestone, and we need some cobblestone slabs. So we need to make some cobblestone slabs, C-O-B-B-L-E, stone slabs. Infested cobblestone, regular cobblestone, thank you very kindly. That'll do. And we'll put those in there, and then we'll do a petal apothecary, P-E-T-A-L, apothecary, such as this. And then we don't want to use, well, I guess it doesn't matter if we use white petals from in our storage system. I guess that's fine. Sure, that seems fine. All right, and then we're gonna need some seeds. So let's grab a handful of seeds. We need to turn these into petals. Yes, please. And then we need to make the pure daisy. So pure daisy, that would be this guy right here, needs 4 petals and then a seed in a petal apothecary. So we have lots of seed. We have 4 petals. We should probably get more petals. We should probably make it so that we have at least 2. Let's get white. There we go. So there's 2 of those right there. And if we get one more flower, yeah, if we get one more flower, that'll give us 4, or 8, excuse me. That'll give us 8 of those. So that's easy peasy rice and cheesy. We'll go outside. We don't ever do anything outside, so we'll go outside and we'll set up a little place, probably right over here. Over here. Yeah, we'll do it right here. This will be fine. So if we put our petal apothecary down right there, we need to get some water. Good thing I have a way to get water. That is really not the way that I wanted that to happen, but it's fine. So we got that, and then in our little book here, we actually have a water spell, so we can do that, and we can do that. And hey, look, we have water. Hooray! So now, let's do that, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then add a seed, and ta-da, we get our pure white daisy. Our pure daisy, excuse me. It's not a pure white daisy. But then, if we do this, if we do an empty hand, if we just do a right-click with an empty hand, we get the last recipe. That's cool. And there's 2 white daisies. Nice. So let's come over here. And let's see, we want to set this up so that we've got one that will do, living rock, and then skip 2, and that one can do living wood, right? And then if we just take stone and wood out of our inventory here, so and stone, and do I have any wood in here? I do not. I'll have to get some wood. But that's okay because I just wanted to do living stone anyway, or living rock. Might as well just do this with both of these, yeah? We'll get living rock from this, but we also need to get living wood because we need to make a wand of the forest. So while we're at this, let's get, does little Timmy have any wood in here? He does. Little Timmy has wood in here, so we'll just take that. We got his name, by the way. He is now called Little Timmy. Where'd he go? Come here, Little Timmy. Where'd you go? Little Timmy? Little Timmy. There he is. See? He's got a name. Little Timmy. Nice. All right. Anyway, let's get We need to get this set up for breaker. And as soon as that changes over, we'll plant another set. We'll do one set that will give us living wood, and then we can make our wand of the forest and all that. But the real thing that we want to get accomplished here is bulk production of living rock, because that's what we're going to make at least the first floor out of in there. Hey, there it goes. Nice. So we can break all this, right? And that gives us living rock, and I think that's cool. Put all these down like so, and break all of these. And then let's take a look at the different styles. Whoops, that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. That's funny. Let's take a look at the different types of living rock that we could have, the different styles. We'll go ahead and set this up to make more. And then we're going to have to automate this too, so that we can get more living rock and more living wood out of this process. But so if we look at living rock, like so, we've got living rock brick, we've got living rock, chiseled living rock, we've got cracked living rock, and we've got mossy living rock. So I think I want to go with some of the cracked, because cracked brick in a floor seems like it would be something that we could do. And then also some regular living rock brick. So living rock brick goes like that, so that we should be able to do a lot of that. Yeah. So there's that. It's time to sleep. And then we'll make also some of the cracked living rock, which I think you just put that in a furnace, right? Cracked living rock is living rock plus any kind of cobblestone. Kind of looks like that, but that's what that means. So let's see if we can find some cobblestone in our bag of goodness. Hello? Sort. Oh, seems like I need to upgrade my bag, because I'm starting to fall over into the realm of not being able to store as much cobblestone. Anyway, that's fine. So silk breaker. Oh. Ugh. Ta-da! Okay. And then, so that plus cobblestone, so 1 plus 1, yeah, that gives us 2. So we get 2 of those out of each one. And we're not going to need a bunch of those. We're not going to need a ton of those, right? We're just going to use them as an accent. Like, not the whole floor is not going to be cracked, right? So give me that. We'll get some more of this going. Get some more of that going. And then over here, let's go inside here, inside of the base here. Ta-da. And then right here, start with regular old living rock brick, like so. Like so. And then we'll have a staircase that kind of goes down a little bit, probably down to about here, I would say. Yeah, we don't want it to go down all the way. So if we come over like this, kind of sort of like this, right? Yeah. That'll give us a floor level there. Oh, I dropped one. That'll give us a floor level there. Staircase down, which we will probably make out of... What should I make that out of? That is a great question. I'll have to give that some thought, because I'm not really sure. But now, to automate this, one of the things that we're probably going to need, we're going to need some kind of block placer, some kind of block breaker, and then we're probably also going to need power, right? So what do we have in the means of block placers? So placer, we have the one from Industrial Foregoing that we used for our placer for our what am I trying to say? Plastic production. So we have that. And then there's also, as far as a breaker goes, there's another one from Industrial Foregoing as well. So let's let's take a look at those real quick, and then I'll probably make several of those and do some off-camera ingeniousness to see if we can set up something that will actually allow us to place and break these. But let's get our first ones made, right? So come down here. Let's do a block placer. Placer. So a block placer. We need droppers. We need plastic. We need a pity machine frame. We just basically need the droppers. So we need 3 droppers. Ugh. That is annoying. That little hiccup right there when you click a recipe into refined storage and it not showing up, that's a kind of annoying. So 1, 2, 3 of those, and then we get a regular placer check, check, and then we need a breaker. So breaker, that's going to require some, from what I saw, that's going to require some gears. So we need 2 Invar gears. Ooh, so to get Invar, we got to have iron plus nickel. All right, that shouldn't be too terrible. So iron, give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll try 6, and then nickel. 1, 2, 3, right? I am also noticing, by the way, since updating to the newest version of the pack, the ore chunks, like the nickel chunks and the other ore chunks, they don't go into the enrichment chamber. You can't break them out. They can't break them down, which is unfortunate. That is not a good thing. But anyway, that'll get us some Invar. The other thing that we needed was what, a gold gear, I think it was. So breaker. That is that's a bronze gear. Well, that's easy enough. That's gold. Oh, it could be a gold gear. Okay, we'll do a gold gear. Gold gear will be fine. So there's that. We should have enough stuff to do that. I said we should have enough stuff to do that. Yes, please. And then we also need a shovel. Oh, I tell you what. There we go. So there's the shovel. And then we just need one of these, the pity machine frames. Yeah, that works easier. Just pick one of them up and then do that. So then we just need 2 of the Invar gears, which the Invar is now processed. Nice. So Invar gears. Just go back to the breaker for sure. So Invar gears. Yes, please. And then we can put that in there like that. And 1, 2, that'll be that. Nice. And then this. And that's our breaker. Sweet. So if we have this set up so that a block breaker and a block placer can work in conjunction with each other, right? We should be able to set it up so that we can make some very cool things. So coming out here, let's break that, and then right there, if we do a placer facing, I want it to face up. Can you please face up? Oh yeah, we built a levitation belt in our live stream today. So we can't fly, but if we shift and then jump, we can levitate about 5 blocks off the ground. So that's cool. Anyway, how do I get this thing to spin upward? Is there an industrial foregoing wrench? Industrial, nope, that's not it. Industrial foregoing, is there a wrench or something from industrial foregoing that would allow me, there's the infinity trident, that doesn't help me, infinity saw, infinity hammer, it's a tool, trident, drill, saw, infinity hammers. I hear something sneaking up on me. Oh, it's little Timmy. Hi, little Timmy. Can I spin it with this? No. Anyway, so we want that there, and then we're gonna want the breaker to face down. So if we just if we do that, and then that, and then that, and then break this stuff here, we should be able to put the breaker facing down, right? Apparently not. Where in the heck is it? Really? So are you... Is this looking down? Oh, it is looking down. Okay, wait a minute. That might help. So let's do this. And then if we do this, nope, we do that, and then do that. And then do this. That might do the trick, yeah? That's exactly right. Okay, cool. But we can also tell this that we don't want it to break, like, everything, I think. I think we can give it, you know, kind of a only break a certain kind of a thing. Or we could even use refined storage for this. Refined. There's some kind of formation or annihilation. I know that in applied energistics, it's formation. Constructor destructors. We could use those, and then the constructor destructor should be set up so that you can whitelist what block you want it to break. But I want this. I want to be able to tell this. I only want you to break certain things. I don't know if that's a possibility. So let me give it let me get some power to it, and we'll give it a test, and I'll come back to you and let you know if it's going to work or not. Okay, so I think I've got an idea, and I think I am going to use refined storage. I had to move inside because in order to do this the way that I'm thinking I have to do this, I've got to have power and refined storage close by. So it's going to be a little weird, but I think we can pull it off. First things first, we need to make a couple of things. We need to make a constructor and a destructor. So let's do refined TOR. So a constructor is going to be this. We need a construction core, check. We need a destruction core, check. And then that should be everything we need, I think. Yeah, we should have that. So that's that. And then we should be able to do this one here. Ta-da! Nice. Okay, so now if we bring the construction core over this way, let's... right there, yeah. So we put the construction core on the bottom, like so. We put the destruction core on the top, like so. Get rid of this, because we don't need that anymore. And then what we need to do is we need to tell these what we want them to place. So like this one here, we want you, I'm going to tell you, we want you to place stone. And then this one over here, we want you to place logs. And since it's a single player world, we don't really need to go all out, right? This is going to do some cool stuff, right? It's gonna make what we want it to make, and it's going to be super cool, right? But we need to keep these two systems separate from each other. So like this is going to pull items from in my storage in here, and this is going to pull whatever is created out of it into a separate system and put it in here, right? So we're going to need a couple more things. We're going to need a controller. Can I make another controller? So at refined, because I don't know if there's another way to do this. Controller. So we just need one of these. So we need an advanced processor. That should be pretty easy to make. I think we've got everything we need to make that. So one of you, yes, we do. Nice. So let's get Hugh. Let's get Hugh cooked up. Not Hugh as a person, but Hugh as in you. Let's get that cooked up. And get ourselves, oops, not there. So controller. That would be this one, and that should be everything. Nope, we need one of these, so that's fine. I need more iron. This is going to be the only thing I'm concerned about is how much iron we have available, because we're running super low on iron, like super low. But this is fine. This is fine. So do that, check, and then do that. Check. Cool. So that'll give us a controller. And then we're going to need a storage bus. We're actually going to need 2 storage buses, I think. Or no, an export. We're going to need an exporter. So well, we're going to need a storage bus too. Man, we're going to run a lot. We're going to run out of iron. I can see it now. So we need a construction core and an improved core. Yeah, so we need a storage bus, we need an exporter. Yeah, storage bus and an exporter, and that should do the trick. So let me make up a few things, and I'll come back to you guys in just a minute because I know we're running short on time. Okay, so what I've done is I've got this upper portion online, and I think it'll work this way. There's some nuances when you do this stuff with applied energistics, but I think refined storage will work this way. So basically I tied into the power circuit that we're using over here on our plastic processing, got power to the controller, and then this is its own little like subnetwork, right? So we got a pure daisy here. We'll put, what was this one going to be? This one was going to be living rock. So we'll put stone on that side. We'll put spruce logs on that side. And those will eventually turn into living rock and living wood. We need to tell the destructor, I only want you to break living rock. And over here on this side, I only want you to break living wood, right? And now if I come down here and I tie all this stuff together, first things first, fill in that hole. Yep, please. And then grab my cables, which are here. And skadoosh, 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 and skadoosh. Haha! Now, does it work? After they get formed, do they get broken? And after they break, do they get put into here? That would be cool if that would work. I'm hoping that that's going to work without any issues. If it doesn't, we may have to store them in a chest and then export them into something like this for storage. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work, but we'll just wait here for a second and see if, I think it takes like a minute. We've got an extra refined pure daisy here. This is not going to be the be-all and end-all setup. This is just so we can get things started so that we have enough of the living rock to make our a floor for our wizard tower. But while we're waiting on that, let's see if we can make our what am I trying to say? Wand of the forest. So wand of the forest. Did I just hear something? I think I just heard something. Oh, I did hear something. And it didn't break. Okay, so if I tell you to export that, negative. So maybe it has to go to a chest first, which I think is probably the way that it's going to have to work. Or a barrel. Could go to a chest or a barrel, probably. Can I make a barrel real quick? B-A-R-R-E-L. Barrel. Vanilla style barrel. Yes, please. So there's that. And then if we just let's just kind of do it like this. Let's put the barrel, we'll do the barrel here. We're going to go like this. So we'll bring it, yeah, let's go like this. We'll bring this over like this, over like this, over like this, over like this. Maybe it just has to go to a storage bus. That could be a thing. Might just be able to go to a storage bus. I don't know if I can make a storage bus. Oh, I know what I could do. Just to check it, just to try it. Let's do this. Let's just take this storage bus. Just take this one. Give me that. We'll get that back in a minute. And skadoosh. Yes, please. Hello. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's bad. I think I just crashed my game. Okay. Crash recovered, and I've also fixed this. So note to self, if you want to break a refined storage exporter, don't break it with the Ars Nouveau book, at least not right now. Break it with a pick or something. But yeah, we'll have to get another storage bus for down here, and we'll have to get another one for here also. But for right now, this is working. So basically what I had to do was we have our constructors set right here. So there's one that's going to place stone, one that's going to place wood. The pure daisy transforms them into living rock and living wood. And then on a separate network, we have this. We have these two destructors. This one is set to whitelist living rock. This one is set to whitelist living wood. Those have to output to a storage bus on some kind of storage receptacle, like a barrel. And then I have the exporter here set up to export living rock and living wood to the storage drawers. And as you can see, we are now gaining living rock and living wood, and everything is hunky-dory. But that is all the time that we have for today. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments. So make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Leave your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the world were you thinking, all that good stuff, and we'll chat about it in kind. Don't forget to stop by our Discord server where we talk about all things life, all things gaming, and all things Minecraft. And once again, don't forget to stop by our live streams, which happen every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. The link for that will be down in the doobly-doo below. And when you get there, there's a schedule tab that tells you what times we are generally live. But again, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.